Big Boy's Neighborhood. Before I bring this gentleman in, I just had a chance to pop in and say what's up to him via Zoom. And I told him, I said, man, it's almost like looking into the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, straight from the WWE, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns in the neighborhood. Roman, welcome back to the neighborhood, bro.
Thank you, big boy. Thanks for having me, man.
Man, it's our pleasure. Hey, man, come on now, man. You looking all right. You know what I'm saying? You looking okay,
we better.
man.
We're twins, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
man. It's like looking into a mirror. You know what I'm saying? A cracked, broken, like badass mirror that you get like a thrift store alley mirror. You know what I'm saying?
It's that Tuesday mirror,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, and as a matter of fact, man, I just took my last mirror out my house in November. So now I don't have any mirrors in the house, which has been good for my self-esteem, Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? It's been very good for my self-esteem. How you been holding up, bro, with this whole pandemic and everything?
Been doing pretty good. You know, considering taking it all into account, you know, very blessed to have a job, be healthy, you know, family's all safe. So it definitely feels like we're living the same week every single week. It's like Groundhog's Week every single week.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been some crazy times, man, no doubt.
How has wrestling been since, you know, like, because it's always so much fanfare and explosions and, you know, like even being there live, I love the crowd and I know performing to that crowd, Roman Reigns, being a champion many times over, you get used to that. What does it feel like now for you?
It's a whole different process now. And, you know, for years, I mean, my whole career, everything was built on interactions, you know, how to manipulate, you know, these reactions and how to make the environment as rowdy as possible. And a lot of times that's what we're selling is the atmosphere. You know, people tune in, they see thousands of people. We're selling out arenas and stuff, you know, hockey arenas, basketball arenas, stadiums for WrestleManias and stuff like that. So people just automatically know, man, this has got to be a good time. So it's really, it's taken it to a different level of performance now. So it's a lot more, I think, you know, you got to really tap into the character work a lot more, the acting of it all. You can't just, you know, rely on, you know, the big maneuvers and the action and the loud response from the crowd. You got to really be able to try to tell a different type of story. And I think a lot of that is more vocal. You got to be a lot more dialogue. That's something I try to do within my performance now is we don't have, you know, that loud crowd right now to go nuts after every maneuver, every big spot that we do. So I try to add in a little bit of talking, telling a little different type of storytelling, you know, throughout the match to make it not only a physical bout, but an emotional one as well, too.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because for one, I love that WWE did come back for us because at one point, you know, Roman, we lost everything and not having anything made you feel like you were so separated from something normal. You know what I'm saying? So when you did start to see, you know, UFC come back, WWE, basketball, sports, you were like, oh, okay, you know, because you guys are like our Calgons in a way. Y'all take us away. And especially we need y'all at a moment when, you know, there's a lot of different kind of emotions going on and we want something a little normal. What do you tap into? If we could tap into seeing you, what do you tap into that's normal for you? Do you watch any like basketball or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I love sports. You know, I've always been an athlete. You know, I played, you know, pretty much a sport a season growing up. I played college football at Georgia Tech before I got into wrestling. So yeah, I've always been huge into sports. Oddly, and everybody's into it, but the UFC kind of has, you know, taken my interest over the past year or so, especially within the pandemic, you know, ever since like March or so. I don't know if they always had this many fights, like every single, like there's one a week.
It's always active.
They're trying to get that money is what it is. Like,
and if people weren't UFC fans before, oh man, 2020, you became, you definitely became a fan, but believe that, man.
But yeah, we're into movies. Me and my wife, we love to just watch movies. We're big movie buffs. So that was something that we struggled with, kind of like you were saying. If we had that like little small period of time where there was nothing new coming out. The productions were all shut down. You could only watch so many of the old movies on, you know, the rerun movies on TV before. It's like, I don't want to see Forrest Gump anymore. I don't want to see the Avengers on TV. I'm tired of seeing the same movies.
I'm tired of seeing Forrest run. He said he a movie buff. You a movie buff? You a sushi buff. You're you're all buff. You know what I'm saying? Movie buff, sushi buff, dance buff, car buff. You know what I'm saying? Buff.
How many times have you seen The Wrong Missy? I know you were in it with David Spade on Netflix.
I only actually watched it once, and I fell asleep during it.
Hey man, let me tell you, he don't know about how much we work, and we can't view all of our work. You know what I'm saying? Like movies do, they don't just sit there and continue to watch their work. We move on. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You got to excuse me.
On to the next one. Yeah,
he's not in our business. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even do radio good. You know what I'm saying?
Guy? This guy.
You know what? You said it right. That's what everybody says. Who is this guy? You said it right. Now we are back at one of the biggest events, bro. There has been an announcement for WrestleMania. And not only did we get WrestleMania for our next one, we also got up until like WrestleMania 23 in 2023, which would be right here in Los Angeles. How huge is it for an announcement for WrestleMania, bro?
Well, I mean, it's huge. Every single year we do it, but we've never done it with this many at a time. To announce 3 at a time. I mean, every year we have a huge press conference, and it all goes out around this time. And it's something that, you know, it's my obligation to be there. We got to put the suit and tie on, and we got to make the appearance there. So it's just another thing that we have to do. So for us to knock it out and put 3 down, and make that announcement was huge. I don't think it's ever happened before. So, you know, to be able to seal the deal and you know, fulfill our commitment to Tampa Bay I think that's pretty incredible. You know, the fact that we are going to be able to go back there since we weren't able to do it this past year. That's huge for us. And I think that's huge for the Tampa Bay community and Florida in general. And then to go back to AT&T Stadium in Dallas and Arlington, that's, you know, I wrestled Triple H for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 32 there.
How many people were there at WrestleMania 32 when you were Triple H, when y'all wrestled there? What was the number?
It was over 101,000.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
That stadium is huge.
Hey, man, and I can't wait, Roman Reigns, till we get those bodies when we could get around each other like that again. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Tampa Bay WrestleMania 37, that is on Sunday, April 11th. And I know that feels, you know, near and far. If we are in this kind of, you know, so-called pandemic, we're still kind of where we are right now. Y'all planning on having that spectator-less at the moment?
I think that's something that we're going to be, you know, diving into in the next few weeks to get that type of information out. But I mean, from my understanding, we're looking at limited attendance. But it's all just based off the safety. I mean, that's, you know, number one is the safety of our audience. But if there is a situation that we can do, kind of like the NFL has done, like college football has done, to create an experience to where everybody is safe and we follow all of the protocols and have that limited attendance to where we're not, you know, obviously we want to pack it out. We want to sell every ticket possible, but I think this is definitely a special scenario where we need to, you know, first and foremost, take care of our fans and look out for their health. But obviously, we want to create an environment and you know, an opportunity to entertain them. So we're definitely going to be in the stadium, but we'll be looking into how big our crowd will be in the weeks to come.
And then by the time WrestleMania 39 hit SoFi, you know, out in Inglewood, California, that's 2023. So if need be, if you need me to walk you out, you know what I'm saying, then I'll walk you out. I know the other times I turned you down, but you know what, I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different person. You know, that pandemic really sat me down and I thought about some things. So humble pie, huh? Humble pie. Yeah, humble pie is like what we like to call it. But man,
life transitions,
life transitions. I heard that. Now, have you worked out today?
I did morning cardio. After I'm done here with these Zoom calls, I'll get to the gym.
Hey man, now they told me that you had picked up and you had curled a bus, like a tour bus. When did you do that?
Well, that's Sundays.
Sunday. Oh, okay. Tour bus. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Tour bus Sundays, man.
Yeah. Hey, dude. Arm day Sundays.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But no passengers in the bus, you guys. It's Roman Reigns. Hey, man, how are you doing?
Just the driver.
Yeah, just the driver. You know what I'm saying? And the driver wasn't too big. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do have to ask you, how are you doing health-wise, bro? You know, because at one point you did announce, you know, you had leukemia. We saw you step away. You know, we definitely want to see you in the sport. We definitely want to see you wrestle. But we also, for those that mess with you, we you know, you want to see somebody healthy and you want to see somebody happy. So how are you health-wise today, Roman Reigns?
I'm doing good. It's funny because this morning I actually had a doctor appointment that I had to run to this morning, do all my labs and stuff like that, and everything's doing good. So, yeah, man. I mean, it was some scary times a couple years ago, especially when it feels like everything's going good, and to kind of just be knocked off, off of kind of that perch you felt like you worked upon and got to. It was very surreal to be able to see it all kind of, I guess, gratitude would be the biggest word,
I was going to ask, what did you so-called learn from that?
For me is just taking advantage of every single day. I've always said, if God wakes me up, I feel like I can take care of the rest. But I firmly believe that, and that goes with everything that I do. I try not to be lazy with anything anymore. If I roll out of bed and the wife beats me out of bed, then it's my turn to make the bed. So I try not to dread anything. All from the little things to the big things. So I just try to take advantage of every opportunity to do anything I can. And for me, to have that opportunity day in and day out to live this life, to be blessed, to have family, to have children, have a loving wife, I couldn't ask for more. So as long as I uphold my end of the bargain here and live every day till its fullest, no matter what happens to me, I know I did my job.
Roman Reigns, is there a dream match for Roman Reigns?
I don't know, man. I've had so many awesome opponents and like bucket list checkoffs over the years. I think at this point, and he kind of already called me out a few months ago. I think Dwayne, The Rock.
Yeah.
And I don't think that ever will work in front of an empty house.
No, we gotta wait that one out.
Yeah, but I Go ahead.
You and The Rock, y'all really cousins?
Yeah, man, family.
I heard that. Rikishi too?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I gotta credit, man. Our family tree is huge.
That's awesome.
It's madness how many people have been in sports entertainment with us.
It's like every wrestler, it's hard because you're gonna be either wrestling like your cousin or uncle, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Bro, any relation to any members by any of the Booyah tribe? Anybody in the Booyah tribe in your family, or?
I'm not sure about that, but
okay.
I've met a few of them though. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Just checking with that. So you would wrestle. I know. Hell, as I went through the rundown of everybody, I was like, dude, this dude is related to everybody. I would hate to be the one that would have tried to talk to one of y'all sisters or one of y'all cousins, and then y'all came.
For real, both of you.
Well, they're 6-footers too.
Yeah,
that's the thing. They're not little women. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem with them. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, bring your ponytail ass brothers. Then they'd come around and be like, oh no. Man, my bad. I was just reading the script for a movie. Hey, Roman Reigns, I don't know when we get a chance to be around each other and do this again. I always love having you in the neighborhood, bro. When I saw that you were coming up and we were going to announce, WrestleMania as far as the comebacks, it's a pleasure to have you in the neighborhood, bro. It's so good that you are doing well as a person. And I just definitely want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood, brother. And God willing, we'll see each other soon. If not, we'll do it again on Zoom.
Absolutely, man. Big boy, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for the hospitality. But yeah, hopefully we'll get back to normal, and I'll have to come in studio for sure.